Why high-achieving women can struggle to be as successful in love as they are in their careers. Now, let's just poll.
Boy,
Let's case the room. Let's case the room. Why do you think high-achieving women struggle to be as successful in love as they are in their careers?
Well, I
higher
just
standards.
I just had 2 words: hypergamy floats.
That's probably 90% of it. But this article actually
Because they
focuses.
can't
and
do both things, I guess?
And their market value drops as they get older, of course, when they focus too much on their career.
Yep. Oh, that's also true. So, I mean, if this was a Family Feud board, you'd have the first and second reasons already, like, you could solve the puzzle type of thing. Yeah, so it's a lot of things. So, number one, it's because hypergamy floats. As women become successful, their demands on what they expect from a man skyrockets. Like, actually, and this is proven, a woman making 6 figures expects her man to make $250,000 a year. As soon as she makes 6 figures, he better make $250,000 a year. So if you're not making $250,000 a year, you're not good enough for this girl we're earning 6 figures a year. Just so you know. So that's the biggest reason why women aren't successful and the reason why is, well, the second reason is because it obviously, just like a man, it takes them a fair amount of time to build up to that level of income. It also takes a woman a fair amount of time. I mean, to earn that kind of money, to be a high-achieving woman. Like, let me show you this picture. All right, this picture is not the kind of woman being talked about in this article. This is a model. This is a stock photo. This is not a picture of a woman who's actually struggling to get laid. The women they're talking about are post-wall hags in their 40s. Now, does anyone want to hazard a guess why a man earning $250,000 wouldn't want to date a 40-year-old woman?
Because now he can fuck the 20-year-olds.
That's it. You did it. That's it. If I'm making $250,000 a year, I can fuck anyone I want. Why would I fuck you?
Could imagine how big the shopping trolleys would have to be if the dollhouse became a supermarket?
Well, if you had the robots, they could just walk behind you. You could just activate their button and be like, okay, I want this one, and then she just kind of follow behind you. That'd be awesome.
Or
Fuck, you don't even have to go to Walmart at that point. Just have the doll go for you.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, you can just give them your address and the doll will just walk to your house. You just have to open the door.
Yeah.
I'm breaking through the TPC ceiling of modern media.
There you go. You're doing it, Celestina. You're doing it. You're gonna be somebody. It's kind of funny how there's only been one person's written an article about Celestina. I think she's breaking boundaries. She's about to hit 1,800 followers on Instagram. She's a sex doll fucking correspondent who does news articles. That's pretty significant. When China did it, everyone lost their shit. She's been doing this for over 2 years. No one cares. Well, I guess a year and a half. I haven't even had Celestina that long. I think it'll be 2 years this August. But anyway.
Wait. I just want to answer to Kuroi. No, bad idea. You do not want to order the doll to just walk to your house. If your house is too far, who's to say she won't get ambushed behind the dumpster? And you wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, well,
that's true.
At Amazon, they're going to have the drone deliveries. They're going to deliver your package via drones. Maybe the dolls can just carry, fucking jetpacks. They can just Boba Fett their way to your house, and then they rappel there's a giant drone. That'd be awesome. A fucking drone helicopter, and the dolls just rappel down.
Yeah,
they're if they're be instead of come with me if you want to live, it's live with me if you want to come.
Yeah, because if they're just walking over, they're gangs would just put a bag over her head or just drag her away and then resell her or use her or both. That's
actually why I thought about getting a robotic lawnmower. And the problem is people steal them because they're outside. So, you have this robotic lawnmower mowing your grass, doing its thing. Someone's like, oh shit, a robotic lawnmower. I bet I could sell that. And they just fucking steal it. Now, they're made to where if you steal them, they don't work. But your average dipshit criminal doesn't know that. So if he's going to steal it, realize it doesn't work and just throw it away. And you're still out the fucking lawnmower. And they're not cheap. They're a couple grand for a robotic lawnmower.
And at that point, they might just sell it for parts once they realize it doesn't work.
Right. They're not going to give it back to you. So hiring Mexicans is just cheaper. For now. But once the robotic lawnmowers can defend themselves or something, like if you try to steal them, they self-destruct or something, then now we're talking.
Give it R2-D2 a little taser.
Or they can just mow you to death. Just like leg up. Just shred you to death.
Yeah. It'd be funny, like the guy steals the lawnmower, he's like making his getaway, the lawnmower like activates, jumps into the driver's seat and mows his face. Like, you son of a bitch! Like, like that's some fucking Saw shit right there.
I think we have a creepypasta plot if anyone wants to make that.
There you go. Well, creepypasta is the Goosebumps of this generation. Anyway, so there's a third thing that this article talks. So this article completely bypasses the whole hypergamy floats, the fact that the men that you want don't want you because they could do better than you, and it focuses on their attitude. So high-flying women tend to be very masculine. You know, like they go in there, they command the room, they demand this, they demand that. Basically, you're a cunt, and this is why like this whole like I'm not bossy, I'm the boss. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. No one wants your masculine ass. Like, people want a feminine woman. And if you're a high-flying woman, like, you need to fucking back that shit off if you want a desirable man. Now, maybe you find some soyed-out cuck who actually has, like, a dominatrix fetish and he likes that you're a ball-busting cunt. But most men don't.
Right, and
here's a question.
What? Hold on. Oh, Rose had something.
Go ahead, she.
Well, Rose had something to say.
I thought this was kind of interesting. Wander, I guess somebody who was, I guess that's the name of whoever was interviewed, said the problem lies with women wanting to impress the men they go on dates with. Yeah, exactly. Because men don't want your money. They want you. And you're already a 40-year-old hag at that point.
Right. They're projecting. They're saying, oh, I own this company. I make all this money. Aren't you impressed? Because if you said that as a man, that's what a woman wants to hear. Like, that's why when you meet a girl on a date, she's like, so what do you do? Tell me what you do. Oh, do you travel a lot? What kind of car do you drive? Oh, you want to fuck me in the bathroom? That's how women act. And it's because it's like a job interview. They want to know how much money you make. So they tell you how much money they make because they think it'll impress you. I don't fucking care how much money you make.
But at the same time, they spend so much time obsessing over their looks, and it's like, deep down, you know what this is about. How do you not have self-awareness?
They're projecting what they find attractive.
They're projecting. But men do it too. Honestly, no, but men are guilty of it too. So the reason why men are nice guys is because they're projecting.
But so they project love. And
well, right. No, it's not love. It's not love. So think about what kind of woman does a man want? A man wants a woman who's very supportive and affectionate and empathetic and caring and kind and loving, feminine. And so a man's like, oh, I really like Susie. I want to impress her. I know. I'll be kind and supportive and compassionate and loving because that's what I want in a woman. And what do women do? They're disgusted by you. Or worst case scenario, they just use you. They use you as an emotional tampon, or they use you for free meals.
Plus, there's 100 ways women are helped into that six-figure position. They don't have as much help in relationships, although they're trying with dating apps and anti-slut and fat-shaming BS.
That's true. Well, they can get a date through dating apps, but the thing is their standards are so high, and the men that they're dating know what's up. So they just fuck them. They just use them for sex. And they're like, why can't I find a nice guy? It's like, well, let me ask you. Like, I'll call you Lauren. Hey, Lauren. So, I mean, you're 35. You're making six figures. You're like the fucking vice president of this company. You're very proud of yourself. And you can't find a man. And like, yo, I can't find a man. Oh, all I can find are these guys who use me for sex. I'm like, Lauren, when you were in your early 20s, perhaps, were there like nice guys who said that they loved you and wanted to spend the rest of their life with you? And they're like, yeah, like, what did you tell those men? Well, I was finding myself. I needed time. I was focused on my career. I didn't want to settle down. I knew I was going places. I'm like, okay, so now you're at the place you want to be. Where are those men now? Oh, they're all married. Yeah, I tried looking them up on Facebook. They're all married now, and they have their pictures with their kids and all that. I'm like, oh, that could have been you, right? Like, yeah, like that could have been you. You could have been the wife in that picture. but you chose to climb the corporate ladder, and now you have laugh lines and crow's feet, and you have to dye your hair because it's turning gray, and your fertility window's completely done. If you even get pregnant at all, it's going to be with a Downy baby, and you did it to yourself. Because here's why. Here's why women. Oh God, we need a decent soundboard. Like, I don't know what Kat did. Kat, if you're out there, you need to educate people how to get a decent soundboard going, because no one knows how to do it. Like, your soundboards worked, everyone else's soundboards are shit. But here's the thing.
I mean, I can do it, but I'm lazy as fuck.
Well, the reason why women climb that corporate ladder is because it's all projection. Women falsely believe that if they earn a lot of money, it puts them in the vicinity of these top 1% men. So if I'm earning 6 figures and I'm working along other men that earn 6 figures, one of them is going to marry me. And no. In fact, like, rich men don't, like, just all you gotta do is open your fucking eyes. Maybe middle class guys, maybe working class people, maybe they meet their spouse at work. Millionaires do not meet their spouse at work. They meet their spouse at fucking seeking arrangements or at a strip club or whatever. They do not meet their spouse at work. They don't date their coworkers. When you're that rich, you don't date your coworkers. And now with Me Too, that door isn't just closed. It's been sealed in concrete, and there's an armed guard at the door. Fucking your way to the top to try to get Mr. Right is not going to work anymore because of Me Too. You can thank feminism for that. We didn't do that. They did that. But here's the beautiful thing, ladies. Like, if you want to fuck and marry a college grad who's like a doctor, I'll tell you the secret. Go to the town where there's a med school. Okay? Don't go to that school. Work at the restaurant outside the school. Become a waitress at the fucking TGI Fridays outside of the medical school. And that's how you marry and fuck doctors. Not going to medical school, not getting in $100,000 of student loan debt. Just work around doctors, not as a nurse. Go where the doctors go and just talk to them. Be feminine. Don't have fucking debt out the ass, and don't be a cunt. It's not hard. The bar is so low. Anyway. Yeah, but, fuck you. You did this to yourself. I don't care.
I just want to ask one question. I have one question, TFM. They say that, or you just pointed out, that the more masculine women are, the more successful they're going to be. So is that implying that, well, masculinity means that you're going to be more successful?
Generally, but also women, they don't know what masculinity means, so they just become cunts. So, like, they don't understand the difference between leadership and being bossy. So
right, and it's a competitive drive.
Yeah, they don't have the competitive dominance instinct that men do, so they try to fake it. So they're like, okay, I'll give you the perfect example. I love this example. All right, here's the problem with the forced diversity bullshit, like Captain Marvel and all this bullshit. The problem is they're taking women and they're making them masculine. Like, can you have a feminine woman who also kicks ass and saves the day? Yes, it was called Aliens. You had Ripley, who was a feminine woman. She wasn't a soldier. She cared for Newt, the little girl from the colony. She fought the Queen Alien with a fucking forklift. I mean, she wasn't like a badass, but she rose to the challenge and she was a hero. And she was feminine. Compare that to Captain Marvel. Or or Rey from Star Wars. It's all bullshit because they're not feminine. Like, feminism is so fucking... Even though they're called feminism, they hate femininity, which is kind of ironic. But they don't want to promote femininity in women. I got tongue-tied. They want to appropriate masculinity. But masculinity is literally caused by testosterone and vasopressin. That's what causes dominance and what defines masculinity. Women can't do it. So what they do is they try to appropriate how they understand it. So you know what it's like? You ever see drag queens where, like, look at a drag queen and what they think a woman is. Like, what do drag queens dress as?
It's so bad.
They have huge fucking eyelashes that go up for, like, they're like yard-long eyelashes, and they have giant beehive wigs. That's what transvestites and drag queens think a woman is. They think a woman is this big, brassy, beehive, long eyelash wearing abomination. And to a woman, she thinks a man is this big asshole who's just fucking talks shit and doesn't care because they don't understand it. Just like men, who even drag queen, don't understand femininity, women don't understand masculinity. So when they try to fake it, like a drag queen trying to be a woman, or a Captain Marvel or Ray trying to be a man, it's just so cringy. And nothing will kill a boner more than cringe. Like, I may be ready to fuck, but fucking cringe, my boner's like, oh, fucking, it's like, it'll kill it. Nothing will kill the mood more than cringe. So that is why, also because you're old and your standards are too high. But also that. But mostly because you're old and your standards are too high.
War. War never changes. In the current year, women have declared war on men. Men are not only guilty until proven innocent, but they are not even allowed to prove their innocence. In response to this warfare waged by women, known as feminism, men have sought refuge with waifus, artificial women able to satisfy a man's need for love and sex. Retailers like the dollhouse began to spread, bringing waifus to men everywhere, freeing them from the enslavement of feminism. Get your waifu today from thedollhouse.com or dc.dollhouse.com if you're in the United States, before they're banned by feminism so they can control men once more. Go to thedollhouse.com and dcdollhouse.com to find your waifu today, before it's too late.
I have an important message for you. For the guys who dream about early retirement and packing their bags for a one-way trip to Asia and say bye-bye to #MeToo, feminism, entitled Women Riding the Cock Carousel, author and MGTOW Luca Venditti has written a book about how to achieve early financial independence and leave the West. He managed to retire on $200K in Asia and is happy to share how he did it. His book will cover in detail the high-yield deposit accounts available and how to capitalize on them for a guaranteed monthly passive income that grows with inflation, an extremely detailed budget breakdown, and much more. The book is called MGTOW's Guide to Retiring on $200K in Southeast Asia, and you can purchase it on mgtowbooks.com and use the promo code
TFM
for an extra 10% off.
Now in 4 formats: PDF, Mobi for Kindle, EPUB, and text-to-speech MP3.